Today, I've watched the first 2002 Resident Evil film, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson of Mortal Kombat and Alien vs. Predator, starring his future wife Mila Jovovich as Alice, this woman who gets with cops, I think, to go to a scientist lab that went wrong, and they encounter zombies and they must find a way to survive before it's too late. Um, Now I feel like I should start by saying if I'm familiar with the games. I played Resident Evil Remake for 22 minutes. I did a video of it. And it was a kind of a difficult game to get through, probably because of the slow walk. Though it looked great and it kinda was suspenseful, really scary. Um, but overall, I've never played the Resident Evil games. Um, so I know that this movie is nothing like the games. But I'm gonna review this as a movie and not video game adaptation. For better or worse. Um, I actually didn't think this film was as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not a great movie, but it's like a decent watch, like in a movie party or something. It's not as good as Mortal Kombat, but I actually like it better than Alien vs. Predator, honestly. Um, I really thought visually the film looks stylish. I really like the light blue colors lining up in the throughout the film. It looks really nice and cool and very interesting. It's a very 2002, so sometimes the shots and the flashback sequences can really has a very 2000 feel to it sometimes. But the way it was done is pretty interesting, honestly. I also thought the makeup on the zombies didn't look so bad. The CGI, the other hand, does not, especially on the monster. Like when the monster first shows up, like breaks out like the cell that he was on, the CGI looked laughable, and when the monster finds our heroes at like a train, this is a better CGI, but not as good, but not a great CGI either. Um, but it does have some really fun action sequences. Especially when Alice was fighting some of the zombie dogs. That does look pretty decent. They look gross and really gruesome, and look very decent, honestly. Um, Alice overall is an okay character. I know that she gets too powerful in the sequels, but in this one, she's tame enough. She does have some kick moves, but those are used for only temporarily. But she made for a very decent character, and her action sequences are very legit. And Mila Jovovich performance is not so bad, and so are the other actors in this movie. Um, and the soundtrack rocks. It really was fun to listen to the soundtrack while the action sequences running sequences were starting. It was very great soundtrack. And I thought the story was a little bland. It's not it's not one of my favorites, but it was um okay, I guess. Um, but I thought some of the costumes does look pretty legit, especially on some of the scientists and some of the uh uh agents, especially on the scene where they were trying to trying to get away from the blue lightning before they all get killed by it, and it was really uh gruesome, especially when they show their heads getting peeled off of their bodies, and it was a kind of unsettling scene. It's like, ugh. And overall, Resident Evil 2002 is a okay movie. It's not a great movie, but it's watchable enough. It is watchable. I'll wait until see what the sequels are like. So, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Resident Evil 2002, starring Mila Jovovich and directed by Paul W. Sanderson.